Here we are, Tangent Animation Training Module 1.5, Panels and Layouts. So, how can we configure our windows and basic screen layout to best facilitate our work? So, the first thing that we want to look at is, in our default view, what is actually made available to us. So firstly, there's a 3D view, and our tool menu comes up by default. Our end menu can be called up also, and there's an outliner and a properties menu and the timeline. So short term, we can just throw a little bit of animation in there. Back to frame 1. So if we go up here to our layouts menu, this is the default, but there are several other modules available to us as well. So we can pop it to 3D view full, which is precisely that with no other menus available, so you have all the screen real estate to work. We can also go to the animation module, which shows us a 3D view, our generic 3D view, a 3D view looking through production camera that was created for the scene that has the gate mask on it. Also, we have the outliner, the properties menu, and 3 animation editors: the dope sheet, the graph editor, and the timeline. The other modules bring up entirely new tool sets, such as the compositing module, motion tracking, video editing, etc. Most of these will be addressed in other modules for the use of their specific tool sets. So we're going to flip this back. We'll proceed inside the animation module because there's more windows available for us to manipulate and customize. The first thing to note is that you can change the size of any of the windows by quite simply hovering over the border and dragging. So same here and here. I can make this one taller and shorter as well. Now also, if you go to the Editor tab that accompanies every window, you can also change the content of any window that you have on screen by calling up any of the other window types. So here I can switch my dope sheet to video sequence editor, for instance, and I can switch my graph editor, say, to UV image editor. So I've got a lot of windows here, and what if it so happens that none of the default modules actually give me exactly what I need, even through resizing? Can I customize the number of windows? The answer is yes. So each of the windows has a triangular hash mark up in its corner. If I grab that hash mark, you'll see the plus sign appears over that as soon as I hover. Grab it, left mouse button, drag. That creates another window. I'll make the new content for this window user preferences. So what happens if I get a little carried away and I make too many windows and I can't tell what's going on anymore? Can I make these go away? Yes, I can, just as easily. Once again, hover over top of the triangular hash mark and quite simply drag toward screen right. You'll notice as I'm doing that down here there's a pale looking large arrow, and that shows which item is going to disappear. So I drag. I could drag in either direction, make either of those windows disappear. I'm going to make that one disappear. You can also manipulate the number of windows through another tool. If you hover over the border and right mouse click, you're going to get a menu that says Split Area, Join Area. If I hover over a vertical window pane, go to Split Area, left mouse click, I get a horizontal bar that will tell me where my next window division will be. I have a new window, and once again, I can change the content. I'll just change that to a text editor. Now, in the event that I've decided I don't like that anymore, I can either use the triangular hash mark, or once again, I can go to the border, right mouse click, and go Join Area, and then once again it will point to either window depending on where I have my cursor. Whichever one is highlighted with the pale arrow when I click is the one that will disappear. So once again, that is Split Join. By the same token, if I do Split Join here on a horizontal pane, I will get a vertical split. And I can change the content of that to whatever I want. Once again, if I don't like that, join, pick a window, and it's gone.